welcome to today's session by rootfabric.com. In today's session we're going to talk about how to change variable types and casting. So casting is when you have a variable of one type and you want to change it to another type by invoking a function. So this is really important in Python because in Python when you make a variable and you assign a value to it, it's automatically given a type. And a lot of the time you will need to change the type of a variable to have it work in your program. So like a very common example of this is, let's say I had x equal 20, I print x, and I got the type of x. So x is 20 and it is an integer. But let's say I had a message, print x is plus x. So I want to print the message x is whatever value it is, and I run. I get an error because it says can only concatenate string, not int. So what that means is I cannot add an integer onto a string. I can only add a string onto a string. So what I would need to do is I would need to change the 20 and x into a string. So what I could do is this. I could say y equals string of x. Okay, if I wanted to, I could do x equals string of x and it would put the string back into x. For now, I'll just do y and I'll change this to y. And I run, I get x is 20. And then if I did the type again, I did it for y. Y has the type string, but x is the type integer. So because we casted x as a string, now we're able to concatenate it onto this. Because if you try to use the addition operator and y is an integer and not a string, the addition operator is used for multiple different things, and with strings it concatenates, and with integers it uses mathematical addition. So it doesn't know which one to do until both parts are strings or both parts are numbers. If you wanted to make x a float, you could do this, x equal float x, and then we could print the type of x again. So now it's a float. And then if we printed x, you see now it's 20.0, and Python gave it a decimal, even though it's the same value as 20.0, because it has a decimal portion now, it is now a float. So that can be useful if you're using multiplication or addition and you need decimal places to be represented. It can help with coding like that. You can use casting in any way you want, and it will change variable types. So yeah, this is just a basic introduction to how to manipulate variable types. If you want to check out more about variables or anything else having to do with Python, you can check out our tutorials at rootfabric.com. And thanks for watching. Bye.